South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world. Our gaming amenities include over 60 table games and over 2,600 of the most popular slot and video poker machines. We have penny slots, including the popular Buffalo games, and real machines like Wheel of Fortune, Triple Sevens, and Megabucks. If you prefer video poker, try Deuces Wild, Double Double Bonus, or a variety of multi-denomination games. Or try your hand at one of the most popular casino table games in the world, Blackjack. Don't let the game intimidate you. Blackjack, also known as 21, is both easy and fun. And our dealers are always happy to assist. And the best part? Blackjack always pays 3 to 2. Next, check out the roulette tables. Roulette is one of the easiest casino games to learn, and so much fun to play. It's a favorite of both beginners and seasoned players. In addition to blackjack and roulette, our casino pit features over 60 popular table games like Baccarat, Pai Gow Poker, 3-Card Poker, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and Mississippi Stud. So get out of your room and come join in the fun.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Lunch with Punch if you're on the West Coast. If you're on the East Coast, it's 3 p.m. I don't know what you do at 3 p.m. on a Friday. Probably start drinking. The show's a fun mix of sports, comedy, conversation, viral videos, gambling advice coming up at 12:36. I am your host, Frank Nicotero, lifelong sports fan, longtime comedian. I did my own thing backwards. Can we start? Are we live? We are live. Okay, today's show, we're going to get you ready for a busy sports betting weekend. And listen to me. If you want tickets to Game 1 of the World Series and you don't want to spend any money, I got 2 tickets for you. It's just going to cost you a piece of you. So here we go. Jeff, there's a gentleman that's offering a kidney for 2 World Series tickets. He has 2 World Series tickets. He wants a kidney. If you read that one, he'll trade one of his kidneys. Can't do both. Sorry, I need at least one. For Dodger World Series tickets, since prices are absurdly high, we have to do what we have to do. So there you go. He's an occasional beer drinker. Gave you all his stats. So there you go. He's trying to sell a kidney. Let's get his take on this right now. It's Friday, so we bring in our closer. He owes me money that he earned by being the OG host of Sports by the Book. My man, Jeff Parles, is here. Yay, Jeff Parles. I'm the only one clapping for Jeff Parles.
You know what? It's okay. They've had enough of me back there anyway. It's okay.
So, Jeff, right before the show, we were talking about Monday Night Football, Steelers-Giants. You're like, oh, the Giants will win. I'm like, oh, wait a second. Jeff realized he owes me $5.
I totally forgot. And you know what? In all honesty, Frank,
yep.
I should give you it all in pennies because that's the type of effort the Jets gave after they were up 15-6.
Is it not the Steelers? Were that good?
I thought Russell Wilson was terrible until midway through the third quarter.
He was shaking off the
rust. And then once that he started playing at least okay, the game was over. Hey, look,
started cooking.
And you have to drop. I mean that's a shame.
Oh, what is that?
That's a shame. We now have a drop whenever the Jets are mentioned on Sports by the Book, and it's
what is it?
It's a pretty fun call that was made over the weekend in a college game where the announcer goes, "Oh no, disaster! What a bad idea!" Eric Collins on FS1 did that, so that's now. So that's just anytime the Jets are mentioned on Sports by the Book, that gets played now because
it's like having
the Jets
Fred
are
Morris
a disaster and they're a bad idea. Let's be real with ourselves at this point.
But why is anything in baseball anything, Jeff?
Well, we have World Series game tonight.
We do. We're going to get to that. Before
why
we
is anything in baseball anything?
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Also on the show, the director of the greatest sports book in Las Vegas, which is right behind us. And this whole hotel is buzzing because we got a rodeo in town. There's a huge line at the buffet, the deli, everywhere you go. It's packed here. Going to be a packed week at South Point, plus the UNLV game. That's why I'm repping the shirt. Chris Andrews will be here, and we're debuting a new segment that you will be part of, Judge Chris Andrews.
Oh, I thought it was mock trial with Judge Reinhold.
So an Arrested Development reference. No. And we even have a gavel that I got for Chris on Amazon, and he'll be getting a receipt for that. Okay. Let's see. It's time for top of show breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple today to start off the show. We could start off. What was the thing I just read that was breaking? That was something. What was it?
Very helpful, Frank.
No, I just said, oh my God. And you said, oh, we already. Oh, that Bronny James.
Oh, the Bronny James is going down to the G League. Yeah, we knew this already.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the punch bowl.
Well, by the way, I know people have gotten on that. I thought it was cool.
It was a nice moment. I think they expected it to be a lead story on all the newscasts. Yeah, it really wasn't.
Whatever. It is what it is. But I thought it was cool. I didn't mind it. The Lakers won the game anyway because the T-Wolves did not look like they needed. It looked like they were ready for opening night after that trade. So
it'll take a while to gel, I think, right?
Well, they won last night, so.
Okay, there you go. All right, so one of our first. Oh, what is this? No! We have, oh my God.
Oh boy.
You surprised me on a Friday, and I love it so much. Yes, future Hall of Famer DeAndre Hopkins, who will make his debut for the Chiefs this weekend, has chosen his jersey number. Did you see this, Jeff?
Go ahead.
This is pretty awesome. Here we go. This is why he chose it.
One of my favorite athletes of all time. So,
Thank you.
If I ever got the chance to wear number 8, just like when I picked number 10, Messi was my favorite.
He's a Messi fan.
Underdog, felt like me at the time coming out of college, and Kobe, number 8 is a special number.
There you go. He's wearing 8 for Kobe Bryant. That's a nice thing. And by the way, Messi fan. Yeah, that's why he wore number 10. Never knew that. Yep. Okay.
I don't have much to add to that one, Frank.
Right. Did anyone pick him up? D. Hopkins?
Someone already had him.
Someone already had him?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm playing Madden Everett this weekend in our fantasy league. By the way, no one cares about our fantasy league but us, but it's okay.
We allow 60 seconds.
As I've said in the past, for all the smack that Everett was talking, and his team is awful.
He beat me last week.
Well, you know what? That's a you problem. That's not an us problem.
Didn't I beat you, though?
Yeah, but look who's ahead of you in the standings now.
Sean.
Yeah.
Pam's on fire, by the way.
Well, it's
a long season.
Just proving once again, because fantasy football is very random.
It is.
Because ESPN projected Pam to finish last.
Exactly.
And Pam's team is quite good, actually, because Brian Robinson has been a stud there in Washington.
And even Travis Kelce not having a year, which we'll get to in the punch bowl. We have something about that. The other breaking news is a local story that Vince is very happy to be a Vegas Golden Knights fan. And Shea Theodore signed a new 7-year extension, an extra $50 million. Let's watch this video and think of what he could do with all that money. Take a look.
Hey, Knights fans, Shea Theodore here. Just signed my 7-year extension with the Golden Knights, so I'm excited to be here for another 7 years and really solidify this place as home, and excited to see everyone back in the Fortress. So we'll see you guys around.
Any idea what he could do with his money, Jeff?
They're hockey players, Frank.
I know, but I mean, if he's going to make like a cool video.
They're hockey players.
I understand, but they wear mouthpieces, don't they?
They're hockey players. It's more authentic that way.
Listen, when I do social media videos, I put in the
studio here at the South Point Studios.
Don't say anything slanderous. Anyway, go ahead. I just want to go ahead. Just be careful what you say. We'll explain later.
That was one of the funniest moments in the history of the studio. No, I was saying this studio. I lost my total train of thought now. This studio has been built on authentic talk, Frank.
Okay,
and that's authentic. With going with no teeth there for Theodore. He's got him knocked out through his hockey career.
That's true. Well, we don't. Well, we assume it's from his career. All right. That was your breaking video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will feature on the Lunch Punch menu picks at 12:36. We talk about what candy each NFL team should give out for Halloween. I have one for every team. I worked kind of hard on it. In a new segment also later in the show, Judge Chris Andrews. And in the Punch Bowl, we have Steph Furry making predictions, charts, and graphs, and a bicycle race that's the best race you'll ever see, Jeff. That's all I'm saying.
Are they on unicycles or is it actual bicycles?
I'm not telling you yet. You'll see.
I hope they're on unicycles, even though he said bicycle.
No, it's better. It's bicycles. Yeah, exactly.
That's a shame.
All right, it's roll call time.
What about tricycles?
No, it's just bicycles. All right, roll call time. This is where we see who is in the chat and what they got on their minds. By the way, if you're watching the show for the first time, you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe. We would love that. And after 5 minutes, you can then jump in the chat room. So there you go. I had asked who would be the best football player. Jeff, I'll ask you, who's the best football player? Spooky Halloween question. Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, maybe Jigsaw from the Saw movies, Pinhead from Hellraiser, or Chucky from the Child's Play movies?
Oh, boy. Wow.
Who's the best? I think Chucky would be a good, scat back.
Well,
like a third down guy.
Chucky, we know, has had great success in coaching in the NFL in the past.
John Gruden,
so
he's trying to get back.
Wow.
I mean, Freddy Krueger with the
but the claw, do the claws help though? I don't know.
Same as an outside pass rusher.
I think I go with Jason Voorhees, honestly.
I think Voorhees pure just brute strength.
Yeah, I think so. It's close though.
We're gonna go Voorhees. We're gonna make Voorhees.
That would be what I would do there.
Some people chimed in here. Let's see here. Paul, Freddie would pop. Oh, it would pop the football. I just said that. And let's see. JR, if it's Notre Dame, I'd go with the Leprechaun. Oh, the Leprechaun. He's doing a little Wayne's World reference there, Leprechaun. Who, by the way, I think Jennifer Aniston was in that movie. I can't read Minnie Dar's quote, but anyway. Okay, here we go. Let's go to lines.
Is Minnie Dar accusing me of hating the Broncos again?
Probably. Yeah. My computer's a little dark. We'll fix that later. It's because it's Halloween.
I mean, do you want to go get your charger and I can handle the full screen
do your line of the night.
Sure, you know what? That's a perfect idea.
And roll that graphic. Here
that's perfect. Wow, there it is. Look at this. Frank Nicotero, unprepared, not ready to go at the beginning of the show. That's again. It's been a lot of you problems here so far in this show, Frank.
You slander me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back.
There we go. Let's go to it. So after getting the greatest whistle in the history of college basketball for the last 2 years, Zach Edey goes to the NBA and plays less than 15 minutes and fouls out.
That's hysterical.
Fouls out in his NBA debut as the Memphis Grizzlies defeated the Utah Jazz 126-124. The biggest takeaway from that game is Ja Morant looks like Ja Morant again, which is a big deal for Memphis. But it is very funny that Edey again, and look, Zach, I don't deny it. The guy was an amazing college player. I get it. There's no arguing that. But he got the most favorable whistle ever for a guy who is that gigantic, and in theory, with his skill set, should be the hardest guy to cover in college basketball.
Exactly.
Goes to the NBA. And immediately fouls out in the first real game he plays.
It's a record. He's the only player since the merger.
It's incredible.
To make his NBA.
By the way, this rookie class, at least right away, looks dreadful, which is not really surprising.
Well, Bob Carrington scored 3 points for the Washington Wizards.
Washington Wizards, who could not cover yesterday. Once again, ending my streak of not betting the NBA regular season pre-flop. And I will not be betting a pre-flop NBA game again until at least February yesterday.
I did opening night. I took LeBron over on points. Did he win? A little juiced up.
No, it didn't win.
Nah, he was 23.
You did all the Anthony Davis props on opening night.
That's what Reno Paul did. Paul had them all. Tommy says Red Panda's going to have a heart attack. Wait, what? Jay Theodore telling us the truth.
I'm okay. Sean got me sick. I'm okay.
Are you? You sound a little.
The throat's not all the way there today.
All right, let's continue on with Fridays with Frank. I just thought of that. Or Andrew Binder.
Ooh, Fridays with Frank.
Andrew came up with that. I got to
get
Binder.
I like that.
Fridays with Frank.
I like that. Alliteration, always good.
I always love alliteration. All right, for my line of the night, Week 8 betting. Last night we saw this in the Minnesota game. I think 80% of the public, 90% of the public was on the Vikings. So if you look, all the favorites have been on quite a run, right? Early in the year. Mm-hmm. As Chris even said, goes, it's all going to come back at some point, right? So the Steelers are favored by 6.5 on Monday night. Since I won't see you on that game, you think that before that game, you think the Giants actually win that game?
No, I think they cover, though. I think it's closer than it needs to be for Pittsburgh.
Ravens 8.5.
Giants also much better on the road than they are at home. They're miserable at home. Daniel Jones hasn't. What is it, Sean? He hasn't thrown a touchdown in 2 years in MetLife Stadium.
No, there's like 10 NHL players that have scored more in that stadium than him.
That's good.
Because of the Winter Classic. Isn't that hysterical?
That's
since
great.
Like December of 2023. Yeah, it's over a year.
Yeah, well over a year.
Well over a year. Anyway, so as you can see, a lot of action on the favorites. Everyone liked Minnesota last night, -2.5. 90% of the public. We'll get into that a little later. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, today's date is October 25th, 2024. There are, guess how many days there are before Christmas?
It's 2 months.
61 days.
Yeah, it's 2 months.
Yep. 61 days to shop for Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen,
you already have your gifts picked out?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
Do you know what Vinny's getting you on your trip to get more glass bowls now?
I do not. But I have some cash for Vinny set aside that he gave me.
Very good.
He settled up his bet. Jets bet. Sean even paid you. Did you not get that? Did no one give the money that Vinny left for Sean?
No, I told him about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he has it. He gave me a look like he didn't know about it.
He didn't know about it. But, I mean, he didn't know of it as that. I just said Vinny gave all of us some money.
There you go. All right.
To play.
So, anyway, today's national days. One of these is fake. There's a lot. So, just listen up. Here we go. Frankenstein Friday. What about that one, Andrew Binder? Maybe we go with Frankenstein Fridays. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, that's a real one. So, don't go with that one. Global Champagne Day. Nevada Day, National Breadstick Day. Just a little, hey, Olive Garden, get ready for an onslaught of customers. Vinny, let's go to the garden tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great idea.
Pure time. Punk for a Day, World Lemur Day, World Opera Day, National Greasy Foods Day, World Pasta Day, and on breadsticks. Crisp Sandwich Day, whereas you put chips on your sandwich, and National No Cussing Day. Which one is fake? All of them are real except for one.
First off, I'm just going to throw this out there.
Okay,
I hope World Lemur Day is a real thing.
I will give you as long as that is a real thing.
Okay, good.
So
that's
we love
good.
the lemur.
That's good. I'm all in on that. Just get the guy from the Madagascar movies and
was it John? No, John Oliver did the bird. Okay.
All hail the New York Giants. All right, what do we got here? We got.
All right, Jerry's going with greasy foods. He doesn't believe that. Sean says no cussing day. Vince, punk for a day.
I'm with Vince actually. That's my one.
Punk
I'm
for a
going
day,
with
like
punk
to
for.
work
I
out
don't
punk.
think I don't think that's a thing.
And
I'm with
on
Vince.
the mic,
I'm with Jerry that it's that greasy food day.
All right, what do we got?
There is one correct answer on the fake day, and once again, it is Sean. It is not National No Cussing Day. I made that shit
That's
up.
not a Whoa! Sorry, folks in the sports book. Frank is inappropriate. It's okay.
It's a tiny word. Yeah, that's not. But everything else is real. Crisp Sandwich Day. I've never put the chips directly on the sandwich.
Okay. So I will tell you this. This is not for like you're not going out to Subway or where
you do it at home.
You do it at home.
Right.
The best type of sandwich at home when I was growing up, and I'll credit my mom for this.
Okay.
Who usually watches, but I don't know if she's watching today. 2 slices of Wonder Bread.
Yes.
Bologna.
Yes.
And a few Lay's original potato chips.
I'm with you.
Put the second piece of Wonder Bread on top.
Yep.
It's delicious.
There you go. I think that's what everyone's having for lunch today.
All in on that.
By the way, the bologna, my mom would cut out little smiley faces. And then
we've talked about this in Nashville. One of the best foods there is in Nashville is the fried bologna sandwich.
That's good.
Right on Broadway there.
I like
Nevada
what Jeff
Day.
had to say to put the other piece of bread on top, as if we don't know what a.
And I was thinking it. I'm like, I've already. I figured.
I was too committed at that point.
I thought the same thing.
I was too committed.
What are we supposed to do?
I thought he was going with it's a triple decker. Then you put the Wonder Bread on, and then you stack on this.
I mean, I'm all in on a triple decker with bologna and some Lay's potato chips.
Called? Dagwood sandwiches. Remember that? Yeah. From the old Annie comic strip. It's like a 70-year-old reference. Jesus. Okay.
You okay over there?
I am okay. Nevada Day. What are we supposed to do on Nevada Day? I have a bunch of Nevadians here. What am
Go to the Golden Knight game, right? I mean, that's basically the biggest thing.
Now, can you just go up to the box office and say, hey, it's Nevada Day. Let me in.
I don't think that works.
Try it. Sean, are you celebrating Nevada Day anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, the game's at 3 because of Nevada Day.
Yeah, the VGK's at 3. I know you could do the double dip today. Do VGK at 3 and then Rebels and Broncos at 7:30 if you wanted, Frank.
I have plans.
You have plans?
I'm going. I have I'm going to see Lenny Kravitz tonight.
Really?
Yeah, over at Park MGM.
Very nice.
Which will be all. So it's going to be a mess tonight. I got to
have fun getting over there.
Might be a Vespa night. No, I don't have a helmet for Courtney. Anyway, that's all your national days. Celebrity birthday. The one and only Katy Perry turns 40. Big 4-0 to Katy Perry. Caden put them all in the AI machine for us. Here's a combination of everything with Katy Perry. And the result is, there's a lemur on the mic.
That lemur is having a hell of a time.
Why is he karaokeing? What's
That's what it looks like.
Oh, it's World Opera Day.
Yeah.
He's doing opera.
Would you watch it? Would you go to a lemur opera? I think I might have to.
La Traviata starring the La Lemur. And then Katy Perry celebrating Pasta Day. And then what's next to her?
That's breadstick.
Oh, it's breadsticks.
That's a breadstick.
Yes, it's breadsticks and Pasta Day.
That's a breadstick.
And is Katy Perry green, by the way?
Yeah. It's Frankenperry.
Oh, this is one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
A little bit of Wicked Witch of the West in there.
Maybe it's and then Wicked's coming out too. So which I've never seen. I've never seen Wicked.
Really?
I never. Yeah.
Surprised at that.
I know. I was always playing in LA and I never saw it.
Huh.
All right, moving on to Punch Bowl Pundits. Is that what we're up to? What? On this day, ladies and gentlemen, this is for Jeff Parles.
Go for it.
Do we have a clip? Right. All right, roll it, Jeff. You'll appreciate this.
Ah,
On
yes.
this day.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner.
Poor Bill Buckner. Guy won 2 or 3 batting titles. That's Ray Knight coming home, right?
It's all that Mr. Buckner's really known for. I actually have in the house I grew up in, my dad got this. The picture of the ball going through Buckner's legs.
I've seen
with
those.
Buckner and Mookie Wilson signing
Wow.
the picture.
Wow.
Again, Mets are still championship-less since 86.
I was going to ask, where were you for that game?
I was -7.
I have an interesting story about that game because I was rooting for the Red Sox because I liked Boston when I was a kid. Jim Rice, a big Clemens fan, hated the Mets. They were National League East.
Okay.
I was at the Civic Arena, also known as the Igloo, where the Penguins used to play.
Very nice.
For a concert it was a Billy Joel concert, and he was constantly checking the scores and getting
Billy Joel was doing a concert during Game 6 of the World Series. That's actually kind of shocking.
And it
in
had
all
been booked
honesty.
the year before. What do you think? He's going to cancel it and say, I can't do the show?
Absolutely.
No, he can't do that.
Absolutely.
Load equipment in and out. So he kept giving updates. He was handed little pieces of paper. It's way before the internet, before you could check. And he would give updates on the Mets.
They should have just put like one of those wind-up televisions on top of the piano. Were those around in '86?
Wind-up television?
You know, like the mobile TVs where isn't that a thing? Where you could, no? Am I making things up
you
now?
meant like radios? They had like radios.
No,
for
but wasn't there like a mobile? No,
there was no wind-up TV.
No. Okay. All right. Well, sorry. Sorry, I invented technology that didn't exist.
Anyway, he would give updates for the game. And by the way, Billy Joel's playing here with Sting on November 9th over at the
very nice
the stadium. I've seen him like 12 or 15.
Does Sting have anything left at this point?
I saw him once in Pittsburgh at the start. Like it was very boring. He just kind of plays the song.
I saw Sting with actually. It was the night that Tom Glavine won his 300th game.
Okay.
I, of course, associated that way.
Right.
So it was 2007. Saw Sting and the Police at the old Giant Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Which was actually quite the show, actually.
You know, Sting says he can have sex for 6 hours.
Good for him.
There you go.
Does
that's
he consult
not slandering. That's complimenting.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's the tantric thing. All right, it's time for Punch Bowl Pundits. Jeff loves this. Here we go. The Punch Bowl's coming out.
My favorite part of the whole week.
There you go. Favorite part of Jeff's week, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's the soothing music to get us prepared.
Very nice.
We have video clips to accompany these. Why don't you let me know what number you have chosen, sir?
Number 5.
You got to go 5. All right.
Charts and graphs time.
All right, we haven't done a chart and graph in a while, but it's our friend, Jay Kuda has this one here.
Yeah.
And it says, does your team have a passing touchdown in the month of October? Yes, of course, for every team but the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Usually the Jets would be in the no column for this in the past. But, I'll say this. So the question is, when will the Chiefs get a touchdown pass in October?
Will they get one?
They have to get it this weekend.
Could it be DeAndre
And they're
Hopkins?
playing the Las Vegas Raiders.
A team that beat them on Christmas.
A team that will lose by 20 points plus this weekend to the Kansas City. I like the Chiefs. It's not an official bet, but it would definitely, it's going to end up in the account more likely than not. Yes, he throws one this weekend.
End up in the account. He throws one this weekend.
I expect a big game from Kareem Hunt. The Raiders are just a disaster.
Now, I very under the radar picked up Kareem Hunt in our league.
Good for you.
But I have Kenny Walker. I have A-Chain. And I have another really good running back.
That's, again, a you problem. That's not an us problem.
I was looking for advice, and look how he just says it's a YP, not an MP.
I know. It's not an MP for sure.
It's kind of amazing. I don't think that Patrick Mahomes is still the favored to win the MVP. He was like a week and a half ago.
It's Lamar Jackson's now the short shot. Mahomes is second.
Sam Darnold was a long shot there for a while.
So we talked about this actually last week.
We did,
Ryan and I think I brought it to the show as well, where we thought that it was the time, if you were going to bet Jared Goff, you had to bet Jared Goff last week.
I think Alex even mentioned that on this show.
And that was that was the way to go. Goff's odds are totally sliced at this point. They're now in the 6-1, 650 plus 650 range after 18s were available.
Who would you bet if you had to bet on MVP?
Right now on the numbers that are
With
available?
A decent number, yeah.
On the numbers that are available now, I bet on Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. There you go.
On the numbers that are available now, I bet Josh Allen.
Okay, we might see a little Josh Allen later in the show, time permitting.
Do you want me to grab one for you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go for it.
All right, Frank.
That was weird.
What?
All right, Frank.
Sorry, my voice is not giving the normal.
No.
Oh, we did it.
What?
Bike again.
Oh, God, ladies
We
and
did
gentlemen.
it. This is punch bowl number 4.
Okay, so before you answer the question, we're going to show you this clip. If this is...
So
well, go ahead. Say the question.
the question is, for me,
Yes.
do you watch bicycle racing like the Tour de France or Olympic cycling?
Yeah.
Very, very rarely.
Right.
Rarely.
I last watched it when Lance Armstrong was doing his thing.
Yeah, well,
and Greg LeMond.
Greg LeMond. What a pull there.
Greg LeMond.
There
That's
you go.
my age
Wow.
there. I had a wind-up TV. I would watch
Very
the Tour de
good.
France
I'm
on.
proud of you.
I'd
I'm
wind
proud
it
of
up.
you there.
Wind-up TV. Okay.
I'm telling you, that was why do I think that was a thing?
If anyone over 40, Tommy Green, someone help me out. Keith Lyle with the wind-up TVs. JR usually is right there, too. All right, what is the question to you?
The question to me was that.
Something about Michael Bay.
Okay, I responded. The question would be, would you watch bike racing if it looked more like it was directed Michael Bay?
A Michael Bay movie.
Whoa.
I can't wait to show you this. All right, and roll this.
I'm
Watch
ready
this.
for it.
Someone had a little fun
Whoa.
with it. So it's just bicycles.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah. AI nailed this one. I'm going to tell you. They nailed Katy Perry eating spaghetti with breadsticks as Frankenstein.
Whoa.
But this would make bike racing a little more interesting. I mean, look at the carnage. This is a Michael Bay movie. Someone has to walk away from the explosion. This guy right here, bam. And he gets, but look at this. And then he hits a guy.
Jeez. Did he turn into 2 separate people there as he was flying through the air?
And someone posted this, Andrew, wait, why does AI think this is how bikes work? So this is why we're still safe as a society of humans. I mean, it's just a boosh. That's a massive pile.
Wow.
Very entertaining. I would watch bike racing.
It's a lot of carnage, Frank.
I know.
It's a lot of carnage.
That's
Are you a Michael Bay guy?
You know what? I am a sucker for Armageddon.
Okay,
I like
fair enough.
Armageddon.
I can't.
I also love The Rock. The Rock with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage.
You're
That's
not a
Michael
Transformers guy?
I like the first Transformers.
Okay.
And what else? There's a couple of movies. Pearl Harbor, the actual, but the recreation of Pearl Harbor was amazing. But I enjoy Okay, watch your toes, everybody.
Uh-oh.
So I had a friend who was friends with Michael Bay. So we would go out as a group a lot.
Okay.
Whether he even would remember me. But he was a very, this is when he was
I
like,
would hope he remember you.
well, I don't know. He was red hot at the time. So we would get into all these like really cool clubs. I was kind of like the turtle of that group. If you're an Entourage fan, I would just kind of glom on. And we'd get into all these cool clubs and it was pretty spectacular. That's all I have for you.
Okay.
That's it. I didn't slander him. I complimented
I'm proud of you. You didn't. We're doing great today.
All right, go to the punch bowl. Pull out another one. All right, here we go. What do we got now? What number?
3.
Number 3.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We'd love to see Tops and all their timely cards. They quickly get released.
Yep.
And we knew this one was coming.
Here we go. We knew this was coming, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Bronny and Bron. This is Ann, what is this? 1-of-1. So they both signed a card, I'm assuming, right after the game. And is this going to be a high-valued card? Well,
yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Saying no, I don't know.
Yes, it's a LeBron James signature. Yes, it's going to be a high-value
True,
card.
and his son's on it. But, boy, I'm telling you, I really think this move backfired to do it opening day, not let him play
I'll just say.
They got it over with.
I'll just say this. They got it over with. They won the game. People get annoyed if LeBron James sneezes. So it's not surprising that people are annoyed that he basically created a job for his son, which he did.
He did.
Let's be honest.
Stuck around although he's still playing well. So.
LeBron's still playing at a high level.
It's amazing.
He's the most absurd player to ever play in the league with just the quality for the longevity.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
Look at Vince Carter was the only guy who suited up for
22,
22nd year, and Carter by the end was done.
He was done.
I mean, just remember Kobe at the end. If it wasn't for that ridiculous last night in the NBA,
what did he score? 60 or 70? 60 points?
60 plus against Utah that final night.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But look, this is it's a human interest story more than a basketball story. And Bronny's going to go back to the G League where he probably should be. Really, he should be still at USC, but that's a different discussion for a different time. But this will be worth it because there's a LeBron signature on this. A LeBron signature is worth a lot still.
Now, while we're talking about memorabilia going for a lot of money, how about the Shohei 50th home run ball going for $4.39 million?
Not enough.
Not enough?
Not enough.
It will resell, obviously.
Not enough. Not enough. It's
Not enough.
$10 million ball.
What?
No.
Now, how do you feel for the kid who is now still suing? He's trying to right? The kid who said he had the ball and the guy stole it from him. I know. But by the way, if he really wanted the ball, drop your phone.
He didn't have the ball.
He
did not want it badly enough. Don't film the thing. Don't yell, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's coming right at us."
Right.
Go get the ball, cover it like it's your child.
Yeah.
And get out of there as quickly as humanly possible.
Well, they did have security escort that guy out.
I know, but if you're not winning that lawsuit, save your money.
Wow. You think $10 million should have been for that ball?
I'm being a little bit more, but it's
going to grow in value.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's only going to grow in value.
Yeah.
And look, for Ohtani again, it's the best player in the world.
He is.
I don't know if anyone's going to go 50-50 again. Acuna is probably the only one that has a shot of doing that because
he was 40-70.
Really, the reason that Ohtani was able to steal as many bases as he did this year is because he didn't pitch.
Yeah.
Then next year he's going to start pitching again. Ohtani will probably steal 25 bases, 20 bases. He won't run as much because he's pitching. So, yeah, I think that ball's worth a lot more than it's sold for, honestly.
All right, go to another punch ball here before we move on.
Before it's mock trial time?
Mock trial. It's coming up.
Number 2. Oh, yeah, there we go. I brought this up earlier in a conversation with someone else.
All right, this is amazing. Read it.
Well, it's L.A. Mageddon. Well, we're using Mageddon a lot.
We're a lot of Mageddon references.
A lot of Mageddons today.
Again, that's not slander.
Tonight with so many things going on. Yes, look, this is also known as a Friday in Los Angeles for traffic.
So let's break this down here. Let's look at this. Okay, so what's going on? It's hard to see. What do we have left to right there?
All right, so I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
All right, there we go.
Left to right. The
World Series.
Dodgers in the World Series at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Lakers playing the Phoenix Suns at 7 o'clock at whatever they're calling the Staples Center
now.
Crypto.com Arena. The Big Ten football with Rutgers at USC. Yes, Rutgers at USC conference game, by the way, 11 o'clock Eastern. 11 o'clock Eastern for our friends in New Jersey.
Oh
I'm sure we love that. The East LA Classic, which
is at SoFi.
Is at SoFi, and then
Garfield versus Roosevelt, and then
what? That's Matter Day against
Bosco
against Matter Day at Bosco
at
Santa Ana Stadium, which is not quite Los Angeles.
They're the 1 and 2, yeah.
They're the two best teteams in not only California but the entire country in high school football.
Thank you for pointing that out, Jeff. I didn't know that. But listen, I've been in LA for what they call it.
There's also 2 concerts, by the way, going on. At Intuit Dome and
Are you serious?
And the Memorial Arena, yes.
It's a good day not to be in LA right now.
Yeah, it's a very good day not to be there.
That just sounds insane. All those things. I can't wait to see how, because Dodger games alone cause a lot of traffic around Chavez Ravine. But you got a Laker game, you got football games, and you got 2 concerts? Okay, I didn't know about that. That's a good one. All right, we got what do
you
we
want
got?
Me to hit the last one?
Yeah, take the last punch ball in there.
And then we'll
bring our
Steph Curry time.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry is back. He's got his World Series prediction.
All right, here we go, Steph Curry. I don't know if you've seen this.
Steph Curry, by the way, I'm not happy with, had the Mets over the Dodgers and was wrong.
So here we go. Game 1, he likes the Dodgers the first 2 games. And let's see how the ball bounces.
Yankees game 3.
Yankees, game 3 back in New York. Can they win? The Dodgers go up 3-1. Insurmountable? We don't know. Uh-oh.
We got 1 back.
Game 5, maybe Garrett Cole's back.
Rattled out for game 6.
We're going to game 7.
And it goes to the Dodgers. There you go.
And it goes into the 4-2 Dodgers.
Yeah, so that first game 6 ball rattled out, so it doesn't count when it is the case. I'm in agreement with the dog.
Yeah,
I'm in agreement. I think
Dodgers in 6.
Dodgers in 6. I will say this. I said this off the air yesterday. If Garrett Cole wins tonight,
right,
for the Yankees, this series takes a very different tenor,
right,
because the Yankees will have taken home field back. They will have won with their ace.
Right.
And it will put the heat on Yamamoto to get it done in game 2. And I think I'm sure I'll get disagreed with on this, and I wouldn't mind an argument on this.
Okay.
I think Yamamoto is the best pitcher in this series.
Wow.
Yeah. And for the
Cole, yeah. Well,
and that's no disrespect to Cole. Yamamoto, after that Game 1 disaster against the Padres, was unhittable the last 2 times out.
They said he was tipping his pitches.
Yeah,
in that
and he's figured that out, and he's looked significantly better. But I just, when it's all said and done, I like the Dodgers lineup depth better than the Yankees. Bullpens are just about even. Dodgers will have a bullpen game in Game 4, but I think when it's all said and done, the Dodgers win in 6. If the Yankees win, it wouldn't shock me. These are the 2 best teams in baseball.
Yeah.
We got the 2 best teams. First time since 2013 that the 1 seeds in both leagues made it to the World Series.
Right? And when I was a kid, by the way, Chris will know this, 77 and 78 were the first World Series I remember really watching, and the Dodgers lost both of them. Then in 81, strike shortened year, they came back and won. Fernando Valenzuela. That was a magical year, but this is the first time. This is the 12th matchup. Yankees are up 8-3 in World Series titles against the Dodgers, including Brooklyn days. But I like the Dodgers as well. Again,
it's kind of crazy that these teams haven't played since '81.
It's very crazy. Over 40 years.
I know that the Dodgers have had some lean times mixed in there. Obviously, the '80s were the worst decade the Yankees basically had ever had until this past decade in the 2010s when they didn't even appear in a World Series. Yeah. But it's like, this is going to be a hell of a series, Frank. It really will be.
All right, we're closing up the punch bowl. Let's bring in our special guest, as always, ladies and gentlemen, the director of the sports book here. As you can see, already looking pretty good out there. There are more Cowboys and stuff going on out here. It's going to be a packed weekend at the South Park. It's Chris Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, Chris. And Chris, I want to point out the parlay card.
The jackpot card.
The jackpot card, excuse me, jackpot. College rivalry jackpot parlay card, at least $25,000.
Yeah, we've usually gone over the whatever the guarantee is.
Right.
But,
sorry.
You know, for the players out there, you're better off to be under that because then you got the overlay.
Unbelievable.
But still, $25,000, we're giving it away. It's the first time we've ever done it.
Yeah.
And, I think it's a great idea.
Great.
You know, I hope people glom onto it. But, don't forget, we'll have a big crowd of, out-of-towners that week.
It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Thanksgiving Saturday, so they'll be here Thursday and Friday, which also great football on those days,
Courtney's
too.
Birthday also,
but,
big weekend. Michigan, Ohio State is the top one. I mean, Nevada, UNLV, Kansas State, Iowa State. Really good matchup. So all
Jeff's
the games,
favorite thing, Farmageddon.
Farmageddon.
What's Farmageddon?
Iowa State and Kansas State. Farmageddon. It's the greatest name of all time.
It might be for a Big 12 berth in the championship.
I'm with Chris.
By the way, we've mentioned Ageddon 4 times already.
All those games are high quality rivalry games.
Yeah,
even
Oklahoma,
though Kyle
LSU,
McCord
Auburn.
just threw another pick 6 against Pittsburgh.
Pit Six. They're called Pit Sixes.
Very, very good. But Chris is right. That Kansas State Iowa State game, that is going to be especially if K-State handles their business over the next few weeks.
Yeah, and Utah looks like they've dropped out.
They're done.
And by the way, Chris was wearing a USC shirt. USC that day is playing Notre Dame.
Yeah,
which was
another big game.
That's another great game. I remember watching a lot of those games. Were always meaningful in late November.
Before we move on,
yes, please.
Let me thank my good friend Frank Nicotero.
Oh boy,
I've wanted a gavel. Let's see, I was 25 when I started running my first place. So what am I, 68 now?
Okay.
So 43 years. To say, make the Steelers 6.5.
I apologize to everyone in Chris's office, to everyone back there, because that is going to reside on your desk after we do this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There you go. You got a gavel. He's got a gavel.
I have wanted this for years.
There you go. It's time for Picks at 12:36, ladies and gentlemen. Roll this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this might have been a horrible idea. All right, picks at 12. Make sure you come down. How many cards are you going to do? How many of these cards will you do in the jackpot? Because I think Alex said she'll do.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I have to see when we get closer. I'll fill mine out more likely than not on Thanksgiving Day. Well, if we're working on Thanksgiving Day,
right.
I don't know if we are or not. If not, Black Friday morning, I'll fill it out.
Oh, I'll be shopping.
And good, very good, Frank. But no, I'm gonna probably fill out at least 3.
And last time I filled one of these out was for week 1. And let's just go ahead and talk
about it.
How'd you do? I went 14-1.
That's not good enough.
How much did I win?
$0.
Donut. Okay. This close. Okay, so picks at 12:36, Jeff, and then we'll get into
I'll just do this. I gave 3 over to Ann. This is a week where I don't really love as much as usual, which probably means that this week will be a chaotic week across the football landscape.
Right.
First one up. Let's start with our armed forces. Navy. Up to 14 against Notre Dame. At 14, I think it's a take with the midshipmen who have been dominant so far this year. And look, I get the arguments, and I understand why the market has moved on Notre Dame.
Right.
More athleticism. They play Navy every year, so they're used to seeing this this option that Navy does. But Navy does a lot more passing than they usually have done. Horvath is as good of a thrower as Navy's ever had since Staubach, basically, like what we're going 50 years 60s, ago now.
Yeah, right.
On that. But look, Navy should be able to keep this within a 2-score game. And the only thing is, I would be curious. I'll ask you real quick. Do you think this gets through 14?
Yeah, and I kind of like Notre Dame.
Yeah. I get the arguments for Notre Dame's side.
Well, I read this this morning on Twitter, X, whatever. Army Navy, the championship.
So I'll help you out.
Please.
Here. If Army and Navy run through the American Athletic undefeated and made in the AAC title game.
December 6th.
Yes. Then following week is the actual Army Navy game. So they would play back-to-back weeks. The weird quirk with that is that the winner of that AAC title game could quite possibly make the college football playoff.
The loser could make the college football playoff.
That is incorrect.
No, it said
that is incorrect.
Hold on. The tweet I saw said December 6th.
Tweet. Okay, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to stop you because the tweet's wrong.
I saw it.
Because the tweet's wrong.
The tweet was wrong?
The tweet's wrong.
It's on Twitter. Isn't that official?
The tweet's wrong. The tweet's wrong. The loser of the AAC.
They were saying the loser could win the national championship.
The loser of the Army Navy game technically could,
That's what I'm saying.
No, you said the AAC title game.
I know I did. You're putting that. Who's on first?
What's on second?
The whole point before I was cut off was Army and Navy. The loser could end up winning the national championship.
They won't, though, so we don't have to worry about it. Second pick, Cleveland Browns plus the 9 against the Baltimore Ravens. This is gross.
You're taking Cleveland?
This is gross. This is ugly.
You got to be kidding.
It stinks. But
is Brian Sipe coming back?
But guess who's not playing this week?
The quarterback.
Deshaun Watson's not playing this week.
Jameis
Winston gets the start. I just have to think this helps Cleveland somehow, some way that they don't have to deal with Watson anymore. Look, could Baltimore go there and run him out of the building? Oh, yeah. Baltimore is more than capable of winning this game 38-10. If that happens, so be it. This is what happens when you go against good teams sometimes, when you're betting on bad teams. But you're betting numbers.
I mean, these are my 2 most hated teams.
I understand that.
As well.
I get it.
Really? What happened to the Bengals?
I was just Bengals. It's like, I don't mind Cincinnati. Cincinnati. I always used to do well there.
Plus 9 on the Browns is my second one. And then the third one, we're laying some lumber in a ranked matchup.
Okay.
I think Illinois is going to get destroyed by Oregon this weekend.
Okay.
Illinois is... we've talked about teams that have been a little bit lucky. BYU, Pitt, I think, lead the nation in luck so far this year at undefeated things. As I said to you, I don't know if a leprechaun would survive with the amount of luck that would go into a Pitt BYU matchup this year. But Illinois has gotten a little bit lucky. They were fortunate to cover against Penn State. If you looked at the box score, they should have lost that game by 4 scores. Last week, Michigan just kept turning the ball over. A really horrible performance by Michigan. I think this is a game where Illinois struggles to score. Oregon gets into the high 30s in this game. It's going to be very hard for Illinois to cover even a big number north of 21.
And speaking of Illinois, did you like the throwbacks last week? Did you see those red?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
They were so good.
Yeah.
And we had a video. We never showed it, but to make each helmet. This guy, you thought they were just like a decal or something. This guy actually, with the hand painted them. Took like an hour or 2 or 3 hours to make each helmet.
No, it was beautiful. It was beautifully done by Illinois.
100-year throwback to Red Grange. I thought they were tremendous.
I got a pick.
Yeah, you got. Oh, Chris has a pick.
We got one for playing tonight.
Oh wait, what? Oh, here it is. Oh, thank you, Ann. There they are. There was the Oh, this is the guy panning him. Thank you, Ann. The 19. This was to commemorate Red Grange's. He had 6 touchdowns. In the game.
100 years ago.
What was the line on that game, Chris? Do you remember the line on that?
7.5.
Okay. But look at the detail on those. They got to bring those back every year. Illinois should wear them. How do you say Illinois, Sean? Illinois, correct. He put an S on the end.
Oh, I know. All
right, Chris has a pick.
Playing tonight. I like Louisville.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I like Louisville. It's at 7 right now. It's back and forth, 7-7. Make sure you get the 7 if you're out there betting.
Okay.
But I like Louisville tonight.
And of course, tonight I'm wearing my UNLV shirt because I'm
wearing your USC.
USC.
Yeah. I don't wear
like
UNLV
tonight. By the way, Aaron O'Connor was here yesterday. We had Joe D'Amico on, and Joe kind of took the pick segment over. We forgot to give our picks. I had Pitt last night. It's documented. They'll tell you. I had Pitt minus 5.5 or 6. She likes UNLV because she's going to the game tonight. But Chris just gave out Louisville minus 7 at BC.
I'm with Chris on that. Boston, the magic is run out with Boston College at this point.
Okay.
I think O'Brien's a great coach, but he's gotten all he could out of this team, and now they've come back to earth.
Yeah, and Louisville's good. They've just run into some good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, Miami needed 50-plus points to beat them last week.
Yeah.
Notre Dame needed to stop at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, the Louisville team's a real good
I
team.
think Louisville's very good.
Alex White was on that over. Remember, tomorrow on Saturday, check Alex White with 2 E's. Alex White T. She gives her Saturday pick. I think she's won 2 or 3 in a row. She had the over in that Miami-Louisville game, which went way over. So, all right, it's time for a new segment, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. My pick. I was so excited. My pick. I have Green Bay Packers.
Yes, a road favorite, Chris.
I like the Green Bay Packers. Jacksonville's just terrible. What is going on? Why is everyone laughing at me?
A road favorite.
I like the road favorite. What's wrong with that?
I love when guys say it's a trap game. I said, we know what a trap game is. The bookmakers did not make the road favorite high enough. That's the definition of a trap game.
I like Green Bay. I think Green Bay. I mean,
By the way, there's no such thing as a trap game.
There is no such thing.
Correct. I mean, they might win, they might not, but I like Jacksonville.
Also, there's a line to be set for how many beers I'll have at the Lenny Kravitz concert tonight. I have it at 2.5.
Over.
Well, they're very expensive there. I assume so. Over 2.5. All right. Well, here we go.
Hit it.
Over.
Over.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a new segment. It's Judge Chris. Look at this. We gotta grab it. Judge Chris Andrews, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Look at that. I matched the gavel, luckily. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have some topics here.
By the way, just real quick.
Yeah.
Chris, I love you, but we're going to have to remove that during the show.
No.
That's safe.
Let's not forget who's the boss. Hang on.
That's fair.
Every football frenzy, he's bringing that in, Jeff.
Oh, boy.
That's for not paying me my $5. There we go. Frank and Jeff will go back and forth on a topic. Chris decides who made the better case. They'll alternate going first, and the other has to take the other position.
Oh, great.
Okay.
It's debate club.
Here we go. We're going to start off with this. Tonight's World Series Game 1. Which name will be said more on the Game 1 broadcast tonight? Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani? You get to take the first one.
Oh, great. This is the easiest one of all time. It's Shohei Ohtani.
Okay,
Mostly,
why?
I mean, look, why?
Okay.
Let's look at how Fox did the NLCS broadcast.
Okay.
Shohei Ohtani was mentioned roughly, 1,000 times more than any other player that was in that series. That included his own teammate, Mookie Betts, who's pretty darn good in his own right. Freddie Freeman.
AKA... Never mind. Okay.
Freddie Freeman, who's dealing with an injury, who should get mentioned because of that. Oh, by the way, Francisco Lindor was probably the second best player in the NL this year, and who was mentioned more than anyone else, who got the little mini commercial before one of his at-bats during the series, Shohei Ohtani, who, by the way, is your betting favorite to win the MVP of this series, and properly so with ease. Ohtani... with ease.
I think I have to stand and pace on this one.
Good luck on this one, Frank.
Your Honor, if I may address the court.
Oh, no.
The segment is called Judge Chris Andrews.
Oh.
I mean, it's in the title of the segment, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, ergo pro bono. Aaron Judge will be mentioned more times because he will hit not one, but 2 homers tonight. They will show replays. They will recap. Tonight, Aaron Judge will be mentioned more than Shohei Ohtani. Your Honor, please make a verdict.
Jeff, you had it until the ergo pro bono. I mean, you were making a case. Ergo pro bono. What the hell is he talking about?
Terms.
No, I mean,
Et tu brute. I mean, we've all kind of Latin stuff.
That was the moment I knew I was good.
Pluribus unum. I mean,
I knew that was the moment I was good once he started throwing the Latin out there. All right, what's the next question that you get to go first with?
I had it. And
you
I
had a chance.
it.
You
had it. You blew it.
You blew it, though.
You blew it. Okay, here we go. Jeff and I, now this is, what have they changed the NBA name to? They're calling it
Now it's the Emirates NBA Cup instead of the NBA in-season tournament.
Right,
sponsored by,
that was terrible.
Whatever, it's fine. Go
terrible
ahead.
Name. So, ladies and gentlemen, they have released the designs for every team's court in the NBA. I sent these to Jeff last night. I told Jeff to pick the best 3 and his worst one. Jeff, the floor is yours.
Well, I'm going to preface all this by saying these all suck. That's the way I will start this. So I just went with what I thought was the least bad of the bunch.
You went with the Lakers?
And here's the problem, and I'm not to throw anyone under the bus, but you cannot tell these courts actually because there's a critical design on the bottom of the Lakers one that is the skyline of LA with the palm trees, which makes it a pretty cool design. You can kind of see it on the Utah Jazz one where you can see the mountains coming out of the ground, out of the court. That's pretty cool. And in Portland was initially not on my list, but you can't see from this angle because it's not big enough. They have the roses, like the rose garden, on their design, which makes it really cool.
Good argument.
But based off those pictures, I don't think I should win. But the worst, the Wizards, they're handing the ball to the other team in the design. What are we doing? Look, I know the Wizards are terrible, but you're legitimately handing the ball to the other team on the court design. That's just horrendous all the way around from the Wizards.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, what do you got for us, Frank?
I'd like to show mine, please. Here are mine. My best courts, I like the Toronto Raptors. I like the purple hue. That's all I got on that one. And then I'm going to Detroit. I like the blue. Jeff has reasons. I just like colors. I like the blueness and the purpleness. And, Your Honor, I'd like to point out that Jeff and I both have the Portland Trailblazers because of what he said. The roses. The roses are there. And then the worst one, this is where, Your Honor, the Atlanta Hawks, that is just absolutely an eyesore. An all yellow court. When your colors, yes, are yellow and red, but where's the red there? Why is it so yellow? By the way, Your Honor, the Los Angeles Laker one, also way too much yellow. When they have that cool purple, could have had that there. So I just think alone on Atlanta being just an eyesore. What say you?
Well, if I was a representative of Crayola crayons, I would give it to you because you got all the colors nailed.
I can't believe it.
I give it to Jeff.
Jesus,
you know,
two?
You know where he wrapped it up was with the Wizards. That was great, handling them the ball.
I can't even see that. How did you? Where are they handing them the ball?
Pull it back up, Ed. Pull it back up.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay, well, you know what? Turn around because you can see. You see the hand? There's a hand with the basketball, and they're just handing it to the baseline and the other team's bench. It's sanity. It's terrible. I
know why the Wizards haven't won since they were the Bullets and Gus Johnson and Wes
Unseld.
Jack Marin. You remember Jack Marin?
Don't remember that name.
Farrell, PA.
Oh, yeah, Farrell, PA. I've been up there. Okay. All right. I'm down 0-2. That's fine.
Okay. What's our third one, Frank?
Third one. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Am I first on this one? I think I am.
All right. Whatever order you want to go in is fine with me.
Should the face mask in last night's NFL game been reviewable? Let me make my case, ladies and gentlemen. It is a scoring play. They have said all scoring plays are reviewable. I get it. It's a penalty, but it's in the end zone. It's a safety. 2 points are awarded to that team. So therefore, ergo, 2 points have been scored. So why would they not review that? I predict a rule change for next season where a case like that, what if it was a playoff game, that they have to review not all penalties, because if you reviewed holding, that would be every play. We know the debacle that was pass interference. But I say on that play like that, they should have had the eye in the sky or whatever they call it, radioed down and go, hey, we blew that one. Give the Vikings a chance, even though they're down by 8. It's a pivotal game. Jeff?
I mean, you said ergo. I'll say argo, go bleep yourself more so than anything there, Frank. But, you know, I'll say this. Boy, you took
People are standing. They're so into it.
I know. You took the good side of the argument here more so than anything. Right. But, look, if we're going to have officials, human element is part of the game, unfortunately. And for those guys, look, they need eyeglasses. They need something because missing that was egregious. I will give you that. But if if we're going to have humans officiating these games,
sustained.
Sustained.
Keep quiet. You're not doing yourself any favors.
Sustained.
Objection.
Yeah, okay. There and you're still not doing yourself any. But that's better than sustained. But go ahead.
I rule for a dismissal of this topic.
Look, if humans are involved, there's going to be mistakes, unfortunately. And once we open the bag of worms on replaying penalties, we're never closing that bag again. And it's going to. And these football games are going to take. You want a 5-hour football game?
I want them to get it right, Your Honor. Your Honor, what say you?
Well, first of all, Jeff was doing. I'm not giving my. Hang on.
Okay.
It's not a bag of worms. It's a can of worms.
Yes, that is true.
Where's the
That is true.
stenographer?
But you saw. You're with the sustained. I say sustained, not you. And Jeff talked about human error. How can you expect a referee to make that call? He was 5 feet away.
He was right there looking at.
I give this one to Frank.
Yeah, right. 1 and 2. Here we go.
Frank, that was a good. That was a good fight.
All right, we got 2 more. All right, here we go.
We have 2 more.
We're going 2 more because we're going to break the time. I'm going to tie it up here.
Wait,
we're going
what?
to Buffalo math. We're going to
What's
Buffalo
going on
math.
here?
We're going to Buffalo
You
math.
said there were 3.
No, I changed
Yo,
it.
what's with my lights? I look like I just got out of the sun. Look at it.
Oh.
All right, what do we got?
All right, so Buffalo math, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Crank it up, Sean. This is the Buffalo Bills. They were asked how many footballs can you lay end to end on a football field? How many is it? 295. Okay, they're taking many guesses. All right, so they're trying to figure out how many. And let's freeze it there before they give the answers. All right, so whoever comes closest to figuring this out. Yeah, okay, Jeff, you get to go first on this one.
Well, hold on. So I'm trying to figure out how many footballs to the
end zone, to the end, the 120 yards.
So it's the whole deal.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Wow.
And then Price is Right rules. I get to take either the over or under of your number.
Hold on. We talked about this.
The judge gets to announce the rules.
I'm sorry, Ron.
We talked about this on off the air
with the answer of someone
with Ryan. Oh boy. So we're doing the whole field.
Right, the whole field.
120 yards.
Yeah.
Boy.
It's not CFL. Can someone look it up, please, Vince? Can you? I forget what it says in the clip.
I'm going with 340.
I will take the under because I believe.
I think Frank's right. I think I screwed up by math.
I think it's like 337 because it's 11. Football's 11 inches.
I think I screwed up my math. I think Frank's right here.
I think.
Yeah.
Although we'd have to go to the judge.
Yeah.
It's 120 yards.
Right.
Yeah.
And a football, let's say, just round it off to a foot.
A foot.
Okay.
Yeah, so 12 inches, yeah.
Yeah, so how many feet is that?
There's what? It's
3 feet,
feet in the yard.
360 feet.
Yeah, so actually I might be okay here.
So a little, I'd say,
Does anyone have the answer?
a little
right
more
there?
than that because the
Sean,
football's
do you have
11
it?
inches.
Wait, Sean's got it. Do you have?
What? Okay, what did you say?
He's going
I'm
under
taking the
340.
under.
I think it's got to be over.
All right, hold on. Do we have it?
Wait, it's not official till over.
See, I think they showed at the end of this. How much time's left in this clip?
11 inches.
Okay.
You said it's 3 feet in the yard.
Okay, so here we go. Buffalo Bills doing math.
3.3. Yeah, 3 1/3 footballs in 1 yard.
Okay, they're figuring it out.
Footballs in the yard. All we got to do is divide that by 120.
No.
We have to multiply.
Multiply.
Multiply. Yeah, that's fine. So
All
the
right,
number they get-
I win, Frank.
420, right?
No, it's not 420, you stoner.
365.
End zone to end zone.
330.
What is it?
So hold on a second.
He said it at the end. He
They said
mumbled it.
330, but they were going goal line to goal line
Yeah.
there. So you gave me a different thing.
I say that we should postpone this
I
one.
think it's a null and void because you gave us bad intel.
All right, we
What-
got a final one.
Okay, we don't do.
We're dismissing that one.
Nolo contendere.
Yeah, no,
there we go.
There
Perfect.
All
Very
right.
good.
So I saw
Another
the shot.
Latin term, but I actually know what it means. So go ahead.
That means no contest?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Semper Fi.
Yeah. That's that North Hills education
North
again.
Allegheny.
North Allegheny. Whoa, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not like you're from Sawmill Run Boulevard like that girl you had in yesterday.
All right. Aaron O'Connor, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Last
Is that where
question.
she's from?
What's that?
Is that where she's from?
That's where we met.
Oh, that's where
we
you
met when the Funny Bone was there 30 years ago. Okay. Last question, ladies and gentlemen, is what's the best Halloween candy for each NFL team to hand out? I have a list of all NFL teams that I've compiled that is fitting, so you can agree or disagree on these. But
Okay.
I have it by conference, so if you want to name a team, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong on if this candy fits each team. What would you like to start with?
You have the whole league?
I have every team I have a joke for. Here we go. I worked on this. Buffalo Bills. We're starting with the AFC East. Buffalo Bills. You know what candy they should hand out? Snickers, because they never satisfy their fans. I was expecting big laughs. Okay. Miami Dolphins. Swedish Fish.
Oh. Okay.
Or Mike and Ike's for Mike McDaniel and their colorful uniforms. Your Jets. Oh, you son of... That is very slanderous. The New York Jets. There's always one house, one team's going to give out fruit. Devontae Adams apples.
Cue the crickets.
Nobody really, yeah. Okay, New England Airheads for their fans who still think Tom Brady is walking through the door.
Keep it rolling.
Pittsburgh Steelers, $100,000 bar. That's all they're paying their quarterbacks.
Oh, I like
They're
that.
getting better. Baltimore Ravens, good and plenty of regular season wins, but no rings for Lamar.
Another good one, yeah.
Cincy Bengals, lemon heads for Joe Burrow's hairstyle. Also sour like their fans.
Not terrible. Next.
Okay.
No, okay.
Okay, we're moving on.
We're getting there.
We're getting a little better.
NFC.
The Devontae Adams apple was bad.
That was bad.
Yeah,
okay, Cleveland Browns, milk duds. It's that simple.
Okay, I can't argue with that. Keep going. That was good.
AFC South, Houston Texans, hot tamales, close to Mexico and have hot cheerleaders. Or Jolly Ranchers, their farmer fans are happy right now because they're a good team. Indiana Colts, runts, aren't big enough to win the division. Jacksonville Jags, Baby Ruth, nobody wants them, always tried to trade them away. Tennessee Titans, Butterfingers for all the passes their wide receivers drop.
Okay.
AFC West, KC Chiefs, nerds. Or candy corn, everyone is sick of them. Denver Broncos, the Bo Nix Twix. LA Chargers, Whoppers, always a whopping disappointment. Las Vegas Raiders, candy cigarettes or actual cigarettes. Both are bad for your health, like being a Raiders fan. AFC South.
That one's pretty good, too.
AFC West.
He's getting better. He's getting better.
AFC West, Arizona Cardinals, M&M's for Murray and Marvin Jr.
Okay.
49ers, Three Musketeers, because their best three players have had to been cut by a sword.
Ooh, you know what?
The three best
and
players.
that's the ones that I always try to trade.
The Three Musketeers.
They're horrible, yeah.
LA Rams, York Peppermint Patty. They're bad, but when they bite into it, one of their fans will talk about how I won the Super Bowl 5 years ago.
Who was
they
that?
won last night. I wrote this early. That was the Rams.
What's next?
NFC. Packers. Mr. Goodbar. Both have yellow wrapping, and nobody thinks they're good enough to be the best. I don't know what that one means.
That was terrible. Next.
Son of. No, he's throwing a flag! Oh, Your Honor. Hold on. I only have the NFC East to go. Washington Commanders, lifesavers. Jane Daniels saved the franchise. Or Big Red chewing gum because the flavor is back. It's Courtney's. Philadelphia Eagles. Coach likes, Philadelphia Eagles, Almond Joy, because their coach sometimes acts like a nut, sometimes he don't. Thank you. And Dallas Cowboys, Milky Way. So many stars, but no answers. As in the mystery of our Milky Way galaxy, could have also gone simple. Dumb suckers. New York Giants, Laffy Taffy, could stretch more than their offensive play calls. And then the NFC North, this is a good one. Detroit Lions, the Grit Cat Bar.
What?
Because he says grit. Dan Campbell, grit cat instead of a Kit Kat.
Can you throw the other flag, please?
Mini Vikings.
No, Vince has one.
I see it right in front of Vince.
Smarties for giving Jefferson big money and signing Darnold. Chicago Bears, Gummy Bears. Or Skittles, taste the rainbow of color nail polish Caleb Williams wears. I think that was all of them, guys. Oh, wait. Hold on. NFC South. Atlanta Falcons, Michael Penix Jr. mints. Tampa Bay Bucks. I don't have a candy on. Oh, yeah. Their star players all have bursts, Achilles, and hammies, so star bursts. They're stars of bursts. New Orleans Saints, now and laters. They don't win now, they won't win later. 3, 4. Carolina Panthers, Necco wafers, the worst candy ever for the worst team. Seattle Seahawks, Skittles in honor of Beast Mode.
No one got a Toblerone.
Huh?
No Toblerone.
No Toblerone. Who would a Toblerone say?
I have no idea.
Probably the Bears.
The Bears? Because.
Well, there's a bear on the Toblerone.
Yeah, I think it would have to be, right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
There's glass there to protect Ann. That was the Halloween candy. So I will ask you as Halloween is upon us, and I won't see you till after. Favorite Halloween candy? There's a correct answer.
Kit Kat.
Really? Kit Kat or left or right one?
They both taste the same.
The left ones are better. It's proven. Chris, favorite candy?
M&M's.
Peanut or no peanut?
No peanut. Plain M&M. I don't like all this other crap that they're doing with M&Ms.
Yeah, I know. Peanut butter.
Crunchy, peanut butter.
Pretzel M&Ms are good.
No! This is it. Throw a flag on them.
I'll take a Take 5 bar.
Take 5?
Oh,
those are good.
Oh, with a pretzel and...
Carmelo bars?
Yeah. How about
the number one candy?
The Marathon bar, you remember that?
Marathon bar.
It was only... You can only find them in like these obscure little... It was like a lattice work.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, it was only around for a while.
And Chris and I both growing up in Pittsburgh, the one I never liked, the Clark bar.
I like the Clark
Never
bar.
liked the Clark bar. The number one candy, there's a correct answer. And I heard this on the radio. It's the worst candy for you, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I always thought, it's peanut butter. It's got to be healthy.
It's protein. I'm eating
Do you remember?
protein.
Hey, hang on. You know, two candies made out of Altoona.
Charleston Chew? No, what is it?
That's called Charleston. The Boyer smoothie was like a takeoff on the Reese's cup.
Oh, yes, they were yellow. Yes, and they had mallow cups, too.
And mallow cup. Mallow cup, horrible.
Marshmallows, my dad liked them. I hated them.
Horrible. Marshmallow and coconut.
Terrible.
Oh, it was awesome.
Two of my most. And favorite Halloween candy?
Snickers all the way.
It satisfies. There you go. And
you know, am I the only one that likes Milky Way better than Snickers?
Oh, I do.
I'm with you, too.
I'd rather not have the nuts.
I don't like peanut butter, so
my God,
I know.
This guy.
Sorry.
So, Chris, who won the trial today? Go ahead.
Well, the last one was very good, but it wasn't a debate.
I know. I just wanted to go to this.
Jeff Parles.
Woo! 1-0 record, my friend.
You owe me $5.
I do. I'll bring my pennies to you later this week.
You're not bringing in pennies. Chris, you're going to take that, head back to your desk, and
I got 58 minutes to get ready for the next show.
You got a big show coming up today. Who's on with you today? You got
Vinny. Not young Vinny Boombots.
No,
the old Vinny Boombots.
It's always a great show. You guys really get everybody ready for the weekend. Jeff, you'll be back tomorrow on Sports by the Book at...
I mean, I'm back in an hour
He's
also.
back.
Oh, he's back in an hour, but also tomorrow.
So, yes,
he's actually hosting that show.
We're back at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning with myself and Alex White. Get you ready for college football.
And I'm going to leave you guys a list of candy bars if you want to use it on that show. Put it in the punch bowl. All right, I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Have a good weekend, everybody. Come down to the South Point. So much going on. Come to the Sportsbook. Do your jackpot cards right there. Jeff, as always, excellent job. Yes, Chris.
Got a lot of baseball props today. We got anytime home runs for Judge and Ohtani, and I went to a dime line on the series price. So,
nice. And
best straddle in town.
Dodgers are favored a little bit still, right?
$1.28 on the lay 28 on the Dodgers. Take plus 118 on the Yankees.
So much stuff to watch this weekend. We will be back Monday with Alex White to talk about Monday Night Football with the Steelers and Giants. Punchlines. Lions stands for Live in Nevada every show.